Salman, we just had a Chris Eubank and Liam Williams fight. Chris Eubank winning a decision. A very, very disjointed fight. Eubank knocking Williams down with a couple of jabs. And Williams then coming back in the fight. Eubank doing a lot of showboating, not doing much. And then, Eubank got another knockdown, which was really a push, wasn't really a knockdown. How did you assess that fight? What did you make of that fight? What did you make of Eubank's performance? What did you make of Williams' performance?
I personally think it wasn't. I think, as you said, it was really a poor fight. Really poor from both. Really, Eubank dropped Williams 4 times, but wasn't able to get the stoppage. I don't understand that. What he was trying to do, he's trying to box in there. But yeah, this new style of Eubank, I don't think it's going to do him any favors, to be honest, because he can't beat the top elite guys who he wants to fighting like that. There's no way. And then for Liam Williams, obviously he was going down to jab, so that shows where he's at. I don't think either fighter, to be honest, can win a world title. I just don't think. Well, Eubank, I don't believe has the skills. Certainly, if he fights if he tries to box against a good boxer, he has no chance. He was missing shots in there against a guy that's known for brawling, having a fight. So if you can't get your shots off on someone like this, how are you going to get your shots off against a slick boxer?
How many times did Eubank throw and miss in the fight?
That's what I'm saying. He missed so many times, and it was, in my opinion, it was a poor performance. The commentators can say what they want, but in my eyes, that's a poor performance, and he can't beat the top guys based on that. He doesn't punch hard enough. He's not got the skill set. He's not really improved by being with Roy Jones.
Do you think he's fighting like Roy Jones used to?
Yeah, but he's trying to mimic it, but it's obviously, everyone has their own style. Eubank's, is best suited to coming forward and letting his hands go, throwing punches in bunches, which he's not doing now. He's trying to box. And as he said, he was trying to prove the critics wrong by boxing, but he can't box. He's never known how to box. These things you can't just learn these things over 2 years. You've got to be doing it since you've been since you're an amateur. And you can clearly see that he doesn't have the fundamentals there. And he's 32 years old now. And personally, if I'm going to be honest, I don't think he can improve. This is what he is. This is the best version of Chris Eubank. And based on this, he can't win a world title. He's not good enough.
Eubank said that he wants a Canelo fight in the UK. Based on that performance, how do you see a fight with someone like Saul Canelo Alvarez playing out?
He'd just get destroyed, really, because he has no boxing skills. Canelo beats up guys that have good boxing skills. So what would he do to someone that's trying to box that can't box? So yeah, it would be an easy fight for Canelo. Eubank wouldn't win any rounds.
Okay, let me go through some of the fighters then at middleweight. I don't think the Canelo fight will happen anyway.
No, it's not. Canelo's not coming to the UK. He's just dreaming.
Charlo against Eubank. How do you see that one?
I think Charlo's too skillful, way more skillful than Eubank. He's got better punch variety.
Better jab.
Eubank just likes to showboat when he's not really doing anything. He's not got the skills to showboat. What's he showboating about? It's not like he's made someone miss so badly where Charlo would beat him. Charlo even said that this guy can't beat me. Like, even when he was in the US, he can't. And the thing is, Eubank was going to lose to the guy that Charlo beat anyways. He was lucky that basically the guy, he's lucky his shoulder was going out because Korobov was outboxing him. I seen that. He's outboxing him. If Korobov was going to beat him, he's lucky there. He would have been finished then. But obviously he got away with it because the guy's shoulder popped out. But yeah, to be honest, I don't think that he would have even won that fight. But yeah, Chris Eubank can't beat Charlo. No way. Charlo's way more skillful.
Demetrius Andrade.
Nah, not like this. If he's boxing like this, no chance. He's gonna get schooled because Andrade can box, and Eubank's trying to box now. He's not putting pressure on how he used to. I thought if he was the Eubank that was putting pressure on, he could be a bit better. But I don't give him any chance. I think that Andrade would outbox him comfortably if he fought like that, how he did today.
Gennady Golovkin.
Yeah, he's going to get pasted. He's going to get absolutely blistered.
Even Golovkin at 40 years of age.
Yeah, even Golovkin at 40 years of age, he'll splatter Eubank. He has no boxing ability. And you can't fight Golovkin with no boxing ability, unfortunately. We see what he does to people that have boxing ability. Nah, you can't fight like that against Golovkin. He'll get beaten up and he'll get hurt really badly. Even though Golovkin's 40 years old, I still favour Golovkin to stop him and stop him convincingly as well. Because what I think is going to happen is Eubank's lack of ability is going to get him really hurt. Because he doesn't have the skill set to fight Golovkin.
Does he have the power? Does he have any kind of power?
No power at all. Golovkin will eat his punches and just keep marching forward. And, you know, the thing is, Liam Williams is nowhere near on the level of Golovkin. You know, if he's struggling, like if he's doing that against Liam Williams, then Golovkin would take Liam Williams out in 2-3 rounds. Let's be honest, he'd get hit with one body shot and it'd be, you know, it'll be on the floor gassing. So no, I think against Golovkin, he's in trouble. He's in trouble.
There's other guys at middleweight, you know. What about Jaime Munguia?
No, I think all of those guys are better than Chris Eubank Jr. Jaime Munguia's got boxing skills, and he's tough as nails, and he can punch.
What about someone like Gabe Rosado?
I think that all of those fights are tough for Eubank because he's not that good. Like I'll even put it like this: John Ryder schools Eubank, not a problem. Johnny Ryder, the one that's fighting Daniel Jacobs. You know, I thought he beat Callum Smith personally. I thought John Ryder beat Callum Smith but didn't get the nod, right? He beats Eubank comfortably because he can box.
Eubank said that he wants a fight with Billy Joe Saunders.
The thing is, obviously, you know, we don't know what Billy Joe Saunders is. Is he really taking boxing seriously now? But come on, let's be realistic. He can't beat anyone with like a bit of boxing skills. As Saunders said that basically, do you know when Eubank fought Saunders the first time? Eubank obviously started slow, but Eubank was letting his shots go.
Yeah.
But now he's trying to box. If he boxes with Saunders like that, he loses because he can't box. The guy can't box. His best bet against somebody like Saunders is to just take it to him and let his hands go. But he's not doing that. He's not going to do it. He's gonna stand there and box and he's going to lose. I would favour Saunders. Even though I think Saunders is finished now, personally. I think he's shot. If he was to come back, it'd be hot, like not anywhere near as good as what he was. But yeah, he'll be. I think Saunders beats him because he's a better boxer. He's a better boxer. He'll box his ears off.
So, are you basically saying that Eubank isn't world level?
No way. I even said to you before, you know, the fight today will show a lot. You know, he dropped a guy 4 times and he couldn't finish him. So that goes to show he hasn't got no punch power. He's not that good. And now I know for sure, now no one can say, you know, as Prince Nassim Hamed said, that you might as well pack it in now because do you know what Prince Nassim was saying? That because of your lack of ability, when you step up against like the top guys, how you're saying, going on about, you're going to get really badly hurt because those guys can punch and those guys are very skillful. They can really damage you. And the way he fights, I just think if he fights someone half decent that can crack and got boxing ability like Golovkin or a Charlo, I think he could get hurt.
Here's the thing with Eubank. His performances look disjointed. There's no
got no fluency.
There's no fluency. There's no combination punches being thrown. There's like a disjointed performance. A lot of showboating, running around the ring, but not really a lot happening. Not a lot of punches being thrown. You know, when you expect a 4 knockdowns, you expect a guy to win by a landslide. You know, Williams won a lot of rounds. You know, and it wasn't like he was boxing beautifully.
Exactly.
You know?
The thing is, as I said, Williams was winning a lot of rounds. Williams isn't a boxer. He's not a pure boxer. Williams is a guy that likes to stand there and brawl and fight. And he was winning rounds against Eubank. So what's a pure boxer going to do to him? Look, if he fights a pure boxer, he loses. He loses. He can't win because he's not good enough. He doesn't have a good jab, right? He doesn't have good feet work. As you said, he's a disjointed fighter. He doesn't really know what he's doing there himself. He just keeps going with what the flow. He's not. I don't think he's very clever, to be honest. Not a very clever boxer. You know, he got lucky in there tonight that he's fighting someone like Liam Williams. Liam Williams isn't no killer. You know, Liam Williams is what he is. You know, he's just a rough and tough guy with minimal boxing skills. You know, any guy that could box would beat Liam Williams because they just beat him behind the jab because he's just a guy that's...
I think Liam Williams did well though, you know, I thought...
Yeah, he obviously came back, but should Eubank have really let him come back in the fight?
Yeah, but that's Eubank. How many times have you seen him do that? Didn't you see Marcus Morrison fight where he did nothing there?
Yeah, exactly. So it goes to show, as Johnny Nelson said, she would have stopped him if he could. He doesn't have the punch power. It just goes to show he doesn't have the punch power and he doesn't have the ferociousness to get the stoppage. That's why he didn't stop him. Do you know when all the fighters say that, oh no, I could have got the stop if I wanted to punish him? That's just making excuses. Which fighter doesn't want to stop their opponent, you know? So I just personally think that Eubank, you know, he's a European standard fighter. He's not a world level fighter. And whenever he comes up against someone half decent, he's going to lose again. You got to realize these people like Golovkin beat top fighters, people that can actually that have good boxing skills. So what they're going to do to Eubank, someone that has a lack of boxing skills.
Very, very disappointing fight. What did you make of the fight?
What, this fight?
Yeah,
it was obviously a poor fight. You know, it was just disjointed. I didn't know what was really going on, what Eubank was trying to do. You know, I actually thought when he got that first knockdown, I thought, oh, the fight's over, because I thought it was going to be the Eubank of old. But little did I know that it's going to be a Eubank that's trying to box. And this Eubank that's trying to box, I'm not, like, even against De Gale, he was throwing punches in bunches. This fight was, I think basically he's trying to change his style, but it's not. This is not.
Is he worse than what he was previously?
Way worse. Even though, like, you know, he got slated against George Groves, but let me put it like this: against George Groves, he let his hands go. He was throwing punches. Here, he wasn't throwing any punches. And you know, his dad said that, oh, my son, he's too much for Golovkin. He throws this many punches around. But mate, if I was Roy Jones, I don't know how good he is as a trainer, but you know, he's a legendary fighter. But he should know that, listen, I can't make this kid try fight like me. He needs to fight. He needs to do what, you know, try to polish up on what Eubank's good at. And that's combination punches, throwing punches in bunches. Because if he tries to get him fighting like him, it's only going to end one way, and he's going to get hurt. And certainly the fights he wants.
Even if he fights of old, he still has no chance against Golovkin, in my opinion. I think he would lose because he's too.
And the thing is, I'm saying this quite comfortably as well, even though Golovkin's 40 years old. I still think, like, Golovkin in his prime, I'll be honest, I wouldn't even want to see that fight. It would be so bad. It would be unbelievably bad. But this, I think Golovkin is going to hurt him really, really bad if he was to fight. And then he'll realise what boxing's about. You know, like, when you step up to that.
About it.
He's never fought someone like that.
He fought Billy Joe and George Groves, and they beat him easy. And Golovkin's on another level to those guys.
You got to realise Golovkin compared to Billy Joe and George Groves is, you know, he's levels and levels above. You know, he's going to be a really, really bad night if he fights Golovkin, in my opinion. I think he should avoid Golovkin personally and try go Murata or something like that. Maybe that might be, he may have a bit of a chance there if he can land.
Murata's going to fight Golovkin most likely.
But yeah, it may mean that Chris Eubank Jr. is world title.
Is he going to ever win a world title, Chris Eubank?
Not at this weight, no. Unless Murata luckily beats Golovkin.
If Chris Eubank fought Caleb Plant, who do you favour in that fight?
Caleb Plant, because Caleb Plant has boxing skills. You know, you can tell that he's got a good.
What about Chris Eubank against David Benavidez?
Nah, I think David Benavidez again, because those guys have got boxing skills. You know, Benavidez is, you know, they've got boxing skills. They know how to box. You know, but Benavidez, as he said, when I was a young kid, I was watching an interview. He said he's been training with Golovkin for years. He's like, he was one of Golovkin's sparring partners for so many years. You know, Benavidez isn't, you know, Benavidez can fight. You know, Benavidez has got the experience. Benavidez has got the skills. Whereas someone like Chris Eubank Jr.
Chris Eubank Sr. said that Chris Eubank would destroy anybody from 160 to 175.
Yeah, he's obviously dreaming there because... So then, if that's the case, then why didn't he destroy Marcus Morrison? Why didn't he destroy Liam Williams? Then, if that's the case, so clearly what he said's already been proven to be wrong. You know, he didn't destroy George Groves.
No, because he said that Andre Ward throws a certain amount of punches, and my son would destroy Andre Ward because he does.
Look, I'm sure his dad's more smart than that. You know, Look, his dad was a good boxer. I don't understand sometimes these legendary boxers come out with crap. Maybe he's trying to big him up, but because it's his son. But to say a ridiculous statement that your son would be Andre Ward, that
said he would destroy him because Ward don't throw enough punches.
it baffles me. It baffles me how someone, you know, there's levels in sport.
That was years ago he said that. You know, when he was fighting, he goes, look at how many punches Junior throws. There's no way that Andre Ward could deal with that.
Listen, you can throw as many punches as you want, but you got to realize those punches have to land. You get scored for what you land, not for what you throw. You know, Andre Ward will only throw a certain amount of punches in the round, but he's going to land all those shots. Eubank's probably going to throw 100 but miss 95. So what's the point? You know, wouldn't you rather be the guy that throws 20 and lands 18 than throws 100 and lands 5? You know, Eubank is what he is. He doesn't have a boxing brain. And his dad clearly, I think his dad was, if his dad's thinking like that, he don't have a boxing brain either then. But look, his dad's not on the level of Andre Ward anyways. He was never that good. No one classes him as a, you know, Andre Ward. But his dad probably was you know, I think his dad he wasn't really a boxer either. He was the type of guy to just have a fight.
He was a better
version of Eubank, but yeah, he was a fighter as well. So maybe he likes Eubank. I don't know, but yeah, I think he knows better, man. Maybe he's just saying that because it's his son, probably.
Yeah, most likely. Leave your thoughts, guys. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Chris Eubank wins unanimous decision in very poor fight, in my opinion. But leave your thoughts. Let me know what you think. And guys, remember to please like, share, subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.